Earl and Jennifer McFall are here from California this year. They've taken a look at the show jumping course. They're going to give us a little bit of a preview of what to expect. So, Jenny, why don't you start and give me an idea of the first few fences and how you think they might ride?
Well, we start with this Kentucky vertical coming towards us. Nice inside turn inside of the Rolex clock back to the man of war. Very square officer going back towards the end gate. Right-hand turn to the FEI purple vertical that tends to be hard to pick up for the horses.
Right, I don't see that one very well.
Then you come back to this, the mountain jumps. You've got a triple bar into one stride, which is actually set right on one, but could potentially be pretty short for horses being tired, and maybe a little gallopy after yesterday. Back to straight on to the tobacco jump, another big square oxer, kind of inviting you to get going. Into this oxer here right in front of us, pretty airy.
Which is very square.
And very square, very big.
More square than that.
And
Also,
then
I think the first time they jump this oxer here, it's the first time they're really going to be going into 18,000 people standing there, and I know for our horse that was his first time kind of.
Yeah, but at least it's a good jump that gets their eye on. It's not a vertical.
It was an airy vertical when you went, and I know he had a little hard time focusing. So that
and then you'll
good.
come back to number 7 is this vertical here
Churchill
with this
Downs
Churchill Downs.
Yeah.
Again, maybe a little bit tricky after these two big square oxers coming back and settling in for that vertical. And then I think you roll back to the green, or not roll back, it's a dog leg back to the
a little bit downhill.
Green, yeah. I'm not sure what the distance was on that one, but I do know then you come back into this gate onto the steamboat jump, and that is definitely going to be the bogey. I think it's the gate. The rail is hard to pick up visually.
They look kind of through that.
And it's an open stride to the steamboat.
A little bit forward.
Big jump.
You're going to have some tired horses after running in the mud yesterday. So
yeah, I think
you have a definite decision to make there, whether you move up or wait.
I think that's really going to be the tough line. And then you actually have an interesting choice. You can either come back to both these lamppost verticals. You can either come back to the one that's next to us, and you've had to come around and do your 360 and then have kind of a long approach back into the triple, or you jump the steamboat and turn right and you do the lamppost vertical that's on the other side of the water and have a shorter turn into the triple. And I would have to think that most riders will pick that option.
I think you would probably, right?
Yeah, because I think that the vertical on this side really invites you to gallop into that triple.
And
I think you really will see a lot of rails down if you come that way, because then after the triple you have kind of a tough turn to the green and yellow Rolex fence, so easily could have the last down there if you're not concentrating on that turn, and
that's frustrating to have the last jump down.
So I think by no means is this an easy test. I think this is definitely a 4-star show jump round at Rolex, Kentucky. I think it's
a lot of atmosphere, a little bit of tired horses after running in the mud, so it should be a good challenge.
And Jen, you've been here before with your horse High Times, and it was your first time at Rolex a couple years ago. What does it feel like? I mean, you're on maybe a little bit more tired of a horse, and you've got a big challenge.
Certainly. I was definitely on a tired horse, so I actually kind of appreciated the atmosphere and how looky the fences were, because it really did kind of just wake them up and get them going. And the feeling of riding in here is like nothing else. I mean, it's really fun. As the rider, I think it's just a moment, that you cherish. I think probably no matter how many times you get to ride in here, it's just a really fun experience. Making it this far and completing the event, really fun. So I think the rider's gonna have a great time today.
Absolutely.
Great, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely.